Hey guys, I've just come back from Astra, and I have a few thoughts I'd like to share about the movie, but there are spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen it, stay clear until you have. Astra feels like a homier version of 2001. In fact, there are a few references to Kubrick's masterpiece throughout the film's 2-hour runtime. It's definitely esoteric, but where 2001 focuses on the whole of human civilization and evolution, Ad Astra takes a look inward instead. Right off the bat, when the film started, something felt off to me. There's no character set up beyond that of Roy, who we see is laser focused on being an astronaut. The cinematography feels oddly claustrophobic, even though there are tons of wide shots. The stakes, even when laid out for us, almost seem shoehorned. The world of Ad Astra feels purposely out of focus and disconnected. When we watch Roy, he seems similarly disconnected as well. Even when carrying out his mission to contact his father, it seems almost like he's just going through the motions. Through spaceflight and moonfights, as pretty much everyone around him dies, he barely reacts. Roy is comfortable in solitude. The film also emphasizes that Spacecom, the organization behind the Lima project and the ones who sent Roy on his mission, continually track Roy's mental state throughout his journey. Even before the most routine of actions, Roy has to go through this process. Once again, it seems like he isn't fazed by anything. As all these events unfold, he eventually has to come to terms with facing his father once more. The process in which Roy learned to control his emotions starts to undo itself, and as that happens, things start to click. This is a film about grief. Grief in many permutations and processes. Roy tries to deny that his father is responsible for the catastrophes on Earth. He talks about feeling anger towards being abandoned by him. He pleads to Spacecom to let him travel to Neptune. On his way there, Roy dips into depression as he reflects on all his failings back home. And finally, after he meets his father again, he finally learns to let him go. There's a pretty clear indication that Roy is cut off from the world because of his inability to move past his grief. What changes Roy's mind, though, is something that Clifford McBride tells him when explaining why he can't exactly go back to Earth. "We have to find what science says is impossible," he says. What exactly does science say is impossible? Throughout the film, Spacecom says that the Lima project was looking for extraterrestrial life, but that doesn't seem like a notion that science necessarily refutes. Instead, what I think Clifford is talking about is God. There are a few references to this, like when the astronauts on board the rocket to Mars say a quiet prayer to their fallen comrade, or when Clifford mentions being so close to God in a message he sent Roy 20 years ago. It seems like Clifford is also stuck in his own grief. As a man, Clifford has abandoned his wife, his son, his planet, but has come up with nothing. Roy has to retread the same steps his father took to finally understand something Clifford couldn't. That all we have is each other. So in order to heal, the solution isn't stoicism, but vulnerability, to let others help bear the burden. That's a powerful message. So what'd you guys think of Ad Astra? Let me know in the comments if you have any other theories about what the film could be about. Until next time.